Hello everybody. I thought I would show you a little something that happened today, and it's giving me a little bit of a surprise in my backyard, but it's kind of cool. I just wanted to show it to you. It's almost as if I want to go and grab a fly rod and come out here and try and catch a trout or two. What's happened is I now have a small stream where there's not supposed to be a small stream. And that small stream has emptied into a little bit of a lake. Now, the only problem with this small stream emptying into a lake is where it's located. For the last year now, it's been coming down behind my garage, and what I'm afraid it's going to do is start eroding enough of the soil away that it could wash out the foundation of the garage, and I don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to have to do this year is do a little bit of digging back here, and part of this area, and I'm going to show it to you again there, I'd like to turn into a bit of a retention pond to capture all this water, divert this water there, and make a nice happy place for our ducks to be. Something we've always talked about doing, never got around to it, but with me having to cut down all the ash trees that were killed by the bug, and now I just heard a report on the news that we have had more rain in the last 20 years out this way in our part of the country, and that trend is just going to continue to increase over the next 20 years. Wow, maybe it's time to build a nice little retention pond back here. I'm thinking about that water though, the way that water is flowing down, just coming down on its own, and there's just no way I'm going to stop it. I'm just going to have to kind of channel it in the right direction. Kind of reminds me of all the images that we have in the Bible about God's love toward us, how His love flows like a river. His justice flows like a river. His incredible grace for us falls down from the sky like the gentle rains. I mean, all kind of images with water. Of course, the biggest image that we have of water can be destructive as well. The flood, yeah. Although God rescued His people Israel going through the waters of the Red Sea, He parted those waters so they could walk through on dry land. It's interesting. Just take the time sometime to flip through the scriptures, get a concordance, and look up the word water and see where it's mentioned, and the many ways that water can be destructive, but also a great benefit and a beautiful thing for His people. I like to focus right now on how this water can be turned into a source of joy and pleasure for us in the years to come. I know it will be for our ducks, because just a few minutes ago they were out here splashing around having a good time, but just about the time I came to film this, they kind of took off. They're getting ready to go back to bed for the night. This is early evening. In fact, you might even be able to hear some of the frogs starting to do their noise in the background. But it does give us pause to give thanks for the beauty of creation, and the way you might be able to see there too some of the greenery that's starting to just shoot out of the bushes and out of the trees, and things definitely are making a turn for the better. I think that the warmer days are here to stay. It's just going to get warmer even yet. And it is a time to simply say, thank you, Lord. Thank you for your love, your peace that surrounds us, your comfort that holds us up in those times when things just are a little bit out of sorts and kind of crazy in this world. Thank you, Lord, that even now I can stand here in my backyard and watch this water flow by my feet where it's not supposed to be. I'm supposed to be mowing this stuff down right about now. I'm not walking through mud. But it's here for our enjoyment, for our pleasure, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Take the time this weekend to go for a hike. Maybe you don't have a backyard like this, but there are plenty of places that you can get out there into the wild and experience rushing water, the flow of God's love sweeping through the woods, through the forests. Take time to do that, because this is a good time of year to see beauty unfold all around us. It's here for the taking. Let's pull ourselves away from the TV and the computers just long enough to experience a bit of love and grace in our lives. Have a great, blessed day.